Thembisa Hospital CEO Ashley Mthunzi and Gauteng Health Department's CFO Lerato Madyo have been placed on precautionary suspension. The Gauteng provincial government says it's made the decision to ensure their presence in the office does not impede investigations into their conduct. The two are accused of overseeing hundreds of millions in irregular expenditure at the hospital. Gauteng Premier's spokesperson Vuyo Mhaga joins us via Zoom. Now, thank you very much, Mr. Mhaga, for your time. Can you just give us a little bit more depth on exactly why these two have been placed on precautionary suspension?
Well, the Premier had, if you remember, sometime last week, he did indicate that there will be some forensic work that will be done. So since then and now, we'll obviously be indicating and speaking with the legal advice. And the legal advice gave us a go-ahead that we can actually suspend the two. And then we have requested the SIU, as you'll know, that Gauteng government is actually having a memorandum of understanding with the SIU. So the SIU is already at work making sure that they investigate any possibility of corruption insofar as the Thembisa issue is concerned.
So is there any indication at this point for how long they will be placed on precautionary suspension?
Well, I think we'll be actually directed by the SIU. As you'll know that the SIU, in terms of the work that they normally do in Gauteng, they are actually quite efficient and they are able to give us the necessary information as and when we actually be able to do that. And we'll actually communicate with yourselves as and when we are able to make sure that there is an information by the SIU, and then we'll be able to speak to the media to say where we are. But currently, they've been suspended.
As part of your press release, there was also information shared that the HOD in Gauteng has opened a criminal case with the SAPS. Can you tell us about the details of that case and the crimes listed on that docket?
Well, I think the main is about the threats that the HOD will have received. So he sent the email to the Lieutenant General Mawela to really indicate, to make sure that is able to put the necessary protection around the HOD. We don't want to find ourselves in the similar situation we did with Ms. Papita, but it's safe to say at the moment the matter is receiving the necessary attention by the Provincial Commissioner.
Have you placed any acting officials in those positions where the people are now on, where the CFO and the hospital CEO are on precautionary suspension? Are anybody filling those positions at the moment?
Yeah, logically there must be one, and that's the process that is normally done by the Department of Health. I think on our part, because the issues of forensic are actually the Premier's area of work, as well as the SIU memorandum is within the Office of the Premier and the SIU. But any other issue going forward, then the Department of Health will do the necessary work to make sure that someone is acting as a CFO and someone is obviously acting as a CEO at the Thembisa Hospital.
Right, we'll look forward to those appointments. Thank you very much for speaking to us. That was the Gauteng Premier's spokesperson, Vuyo Mhaga, talking to us about those precautionary suspensions of both the CFO of the Gauteng Health Department as well as the CEO of the Thembisa Hospital.